Okay, one breath pattern, one scale, 4 keys. This is super valuable information. This has to do with the pentatonic scale on the chromatic harmonica, and it has to do with the G pentatonic, major pentatonic scale. So that's where we're going to start. I'm going to start this on the diatonic harmonica first. I want to show you something. If you are a country-oriented player, that is basically a G major pentatonic scale. I'm playing cross harp. This is a C harmonica. Now, not so much in that octave, but basically starting on hole number 4. So there's 6 blow, and then this pentatonic scale here. That is so close. As we bring that over, it's the same breath pattern as a minor modification that we have to make. So, these last 3 notes, D, E, and G, the last 3 notes of the G major pentatonic scale. On this instrument, we play those 3 notes over a range of 2 holes. That's D, E, and G over 2 holes. The only modification that we make, it's the same breath pattern, but when we get to the chromatic, it's 3 holes. So it behaves like holes 4, 5, and 6. On the chromatic, you find that any breath pattern or lick that you learn, you bring it up to the next octave, it's going to be the same. On the diatonic, invariably, when we go up an octave, we have to make adjustments, do things differently. Anyway, so if you're feeling like, oh, I don't know how to play that scale, but you can get around it on the diatonic, bring it over to the chromatic and just experiment with it. That's the scale. Now, a handy set of notes. Hang on. I'm grabbing my sustain pedal of the piano. If you're in the key of G, obviously, that set of notes works in the key of G, obviously. Guess what? Because I'm talking about this breath pattern and using it in 4 keys. As it turns out, this is one of the few places or situations where this works on the chromatic. Push the slide in, leave it in, play the same breath pattern. Now we're in A flat. So that's 2 keys, G and A flat. Let's go back to G. This major pentatonic scale, every major scale and every major pentatonic scale has a relative minor. So this set of notes also works in E minor. So here we are in G. Play an E chord behind this. There she is. That set of notes works in E minor. Pushing the slide in, leaving it pushed in. Now we have F minor. 4 keys, 1 breath pattern. It's the same breath pattern. It's the same scale. It's this breathing pattern for the pentatonic scale. It works in G and the relative minor E. Bring it up a half step, pushing the slide in. It works in A flat and it works in F minor. I'm going to tell you a cool thing about the pushing the slide in keys. Let's just go back to A flat here. The nice thing about that is that you can play a grace note, because you can attack any of these notes within the pentatonic scale and then push the slide in. So grace notes in that A flat key and in the F minor key. So I always like to say that's another layer of expression that you can add. Anyway, something for you to investigate if you are on a path of learning to improvise in multiple keys on the C chromatic harmonica. This is a thing to pay attention to, a breathing pattern that allows you to improvise in 4 different keys. So check it out. Oh, I'm going to be at SPA this year. Here it is. It's the first day of summer 2018. Next month, August, is SPA in St. Louis. I will be doing 2 presentations and hopefully selling a few copies of my Harmonica Method DVD. 4 hours worth of instruction, covers 4 keys, C, F, D, and G, fundamentals, and into blues improvisation lessons. So hope to see you at SPA. Otherwise, check out my website, chromaticlessons.com. I have this same content is available in a streaming format. You don't have to have the DVD. Thanks.